My god, so cool! How does it do that? Hi loves, it's 330 Roxy here, and today we will be taking a closer look at the newest and coolest crossover from Honda, the all-new HRV. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of this test drive, why don't we start with what a crossover is and how it differs from an SUV? Put simply, crossovers generally combine the practicality of a hatchback with SUV styling. Basically, increased ride height, better visibility, and ease of access. And bolt that into a relatively lightweight car-based platform, pop in a relatively economical engine, and slap a sticker price not much higher than a hatchback. Or at least that's the basic formula. So now that we know what it is and what it's supposed to do, well, let's dive in to see how close the HRV gets to this vision, and then let's break it down with what I like about it, what I think needs improvement, and then end it with some final thoughts on whether or not this hits the sweet spot. Sounds good? Okay, stick with me till the end, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want more honest reviews that are easy to understand. First up, let's look at the styling. Well, we all know that looks are totally subjective, but for what it's worth, personally, I find it a lot sleeker and more modern than the previous model. The LED headlights and taillights are more tapered and stylish, albeit eerily similar to the Mazdas, while the rear end features full-length LEDs that remind me of the Kia crossovers. Overall, it has a very clean and minimalistic look, which I appreciate. And I especially like the side profile, which reminds me of the Jaguar F-Pace. My only concern is it doesn't have enough distinctive visual features to make it stand out on the road. And this safe design approach may not end up aging too well. Stepping inside the cabin, you'll notice there's a lot of black plastic. Too much, actually. Considering how tightly contested the segment is and how dynamic the target market is, which is the young, active lifestyle set, I think Honda could have been a lot more playful here and used bold colors and non-traditional materials to really stand out. Something, anything, just not all hard plastics and not all in black. The center display and entertainment unit also looks third-party and not integrated into the original design. Plus, the user interface was not as easy to use as the other crossovers in its price bracket, like the MGHS Trophy or Nissan Kicks as an example. I know this may sound harsh, but if you feel the materials used in the MG, which is priced similarly, then you'll understand what I'm saying here. It's not a deal breaker, but an area that Honda can really improve on. That said, let's move on to the things I did like the adaptive cruise control and the auto brake hold feature. While the auto hold feature, which allows you to remove your foot from the brake pedal when stopped in traffic and not crawl forward, has made its way into a lot of models now as a standard feature. The adaptive cruise control is still something you normally see only on premium and expensive models. So full points to Honda for including that. The system basically uses a radar system on the vehicle's front as well as the windshield mounted camera and adjusts your cruise speed according to the speed of the vehicle detected ahead. It really takes the fatigue out of your long drive. There is a lot to like about the HRV, but the reality here is is no longer enough in this segment because there's so much to love with the competition. Crossovers are the biggest growth segment now, and Honda really need to find an edge here if it wants to maintain its spot as a premium Japanese alternative. As it is, there's only the adaptive cruise control and the premium LED lighting that gives it that edge. But at around 1.3 million pesos, the question is whether that is compelling enough to compete as a crossover or a leftover.